My teacher told me about a course that had to do with robotics. Me and my dad were really interested, and the trip to America really pushed me over the edge.
Well, we found out about this course because this teacher we have, he told us about it, and we thought, yeah, why don't we come along and see what it's like. We don't mind doing it after school because it gives us something to do.
The place is just been built to feel safer.
The environment is more relaxed, the range of equipment, so it's easier to learn.
We have built a robot with gears that can be remote controlled. It has gears to make it go faster or slower, and it's radio controlled.
We did the frame first, which is this bit here, and then we added the motors, and then the batteries power it up, and this is the programmer.
Robots are interesting because they help people, like some wheelchairs are robots, as they can be programmed, they move.
Amy's idea earlier on was good, where you just make a robot and send off to your mum to put the dinner on and then make it come back to you with the dinner on it, which I thought was fun.
Find something that is going to be able to pick up these balls and throw them out of the arena. I'll give you that brief next week, and then I would like you to know why you think you should be picked to go to America next year.
I'd come here to do more on architecture and engineering because it's a better environment. The space is more clear.
It's good for me, but it's in your opinion. If you want to come up, if you want to go along, it's up to you.
I really enjoy stuff like this. It's actually pushed me into the right direction to go somewhere and do something in the future with robotics or architecture and stuff like that.
The building itself is an actual lesson. You can see how it was made. You can develop design ideas yourself by looking at the structure and its materials.
If you say town planning to me, I wouldn't have a clue what it meant. I'd just think of maps and stuff, that would be the first thing to mind. So, what do you actually do as your job as a town planner?
As a town planner, what I do, which is more sort of urban design, rather than just an architect building a house, we would look at a whole area and plan where to put the offices, the schools, the shops, the houses, and all the apartments, and then make sure that what was going in there would be sustainable and that the whole area would be like a holistic development rather than just one building that doesn't fit in with its surroundings. I always had an interest in geography and the design of places, and so first obviously it just struck me, I was like, I'd go and study architecture because that was the only thing I really knew was out there. I've got a lot of friends now who study and have studied architecture, and it's mainly down to your design portfolio. They teach you when you actually get to university about the maths that are involved in making a building stand up. So what made you decide that you wanted to study architecture?
Because I lived with a dad he basically mainly renovated houses, and then he would make it as a hobby, so he would buy a house, renovate it and then sell it. And I was always around construction, always around buildings, always seeing blueprints and everything. And I was always wondering, I used to be fascinated by that type of stuff.
But it's about water, and water is a very important thing about, the other world and memory. And the water relates to the creek, which is here. It's about the movement of leaves in the wind. So actually, when you come close, you can actually see in the building, even the skin of the building. And that's really what's important to me. So you can actually understand how the kind of building is put together as well.
I love the way that the perforated metal there creates the effect on the ceiling.
Yeah, it looks like a swimming pool,
Yeah, it does.
At night time or when the light hits it, gives it that shimmering effect.
Imagine what it would be like walking through this building with Stephen. So in a way, this is a conversation between me and Stephen talking about architecture.
Like an actual trip where I actually came to the Stephen Lawrence Centre where we are right now, that probably made me go in a different direction more because of the actual speaking to an actual proper architect. Have you heard of the Eden Project?
Yeah, in Cornwall.
Basically our school, in a way it's a replica of it. They have a solar panel and dome type thing, and also we have a sports facility which you can say is made out of the same wood as this. Designing something from just scratch is it's great. It's just something that really inspired me. But the Stephen Lawrence Centre, I know that they want to help aspiring engineers, architects.
It's everything really, isn't it? To do with the environment, sort of construction.
Scores 10 out of 10.
I would rate it 10 out of 10.
We will come back to the centre because it helps us basically.
It makes us want to come back here.